In this video, I am talking about 5 red flags when it comes to the kind of clients that you might find on your video editing journey. These are clients that you should watch out for, learn to work around, or avoid altogether to create the best possible working relationships for yourself as a video editor. Taking advantage of your flat rate. Video editors often get stuck doing multiple revisions or spending hours and hours doing the notes that the client has provided, whether they're getting paid for that time or not. So how can we avoid this red flag? Well, number one, it's important to make sure that you're getting paid for your time. If you're getting caught in a situation where your flat rate isn't covering the time spent on multiple revisions, it's important to communicate that to the client. Number two, it's important that the client is valuing your time no matter what. It's okay to communicate to the client, hey there, I see that you've left a significant amount of notes, or I see that this is the 4th revision. I would really love to wrap this up in the next revision. So if there's any other notes that you can think of, please make sure to add them in there so we can be efficient as possible and move forward. Keywords there, efficiency, wrapping up, moving forward. If we haven't met yet, I'm Colleen and I'm your video editing mentor. And in this channel, I help you to get a video editing job and to get paid doing what you love. So for more tips on that, be sure to hit subscribe with the bell so you don't miss a thing. The ghost and snap. You might get one of those clients that are just so busy and they can't get themselves on a consistent schedule with you. So they ghost and then suddenly snap. They're back in your emails and your DMs and suddenly they have a project that needs done ASAP. Number one, this is not normal and should not be the norm in your professional life. Number two, let them know politely of the inconvenience. Even if you can take on their project right away, don't jump on it immediately, or it may set a pattern with the client where they think that their behavior is okay. Number three, if given the opportunity, ask them if they'd ever be more interested in a consistent schedule with you so that you can serve them better, or so you can plan out your work calendar more efficiently. No communication boundaries. Sometimes this can't be avoided, but it's not really okay to be getting texts from your client past 9 p.m. if you're in their time zone. Text messages at all hours of the night or really early in the mornings can lead to miscommunication. Say you read the message last night and then you forgot to address it in the morning. Now on an iPhone, you can schedule do not disturb time and only allow calls in from your favorited contacts. Also, it's totally okay to remind your client of your offline hours if it's becoming an issue for you. If a client is so clouded in their own world that they're forgetting this boundary, it's a major red flag, and it's something to keep in mind when it comes to you evaluating your relationship with them. Now, if you made it this far and you are loving this video, I'd so appreciate if you can hit the like button below so this video can spread to more people. And for more details on how to become a YouTube video editor with Premiere Pro, I'd highly encourage you to check out my Skillshare class and receive a free month of Skillshare just by clicking the link in the description below. Undervaluing your rate. Now, it's common for clients on Upwork and Fiverr to have low budgets and to only be willing to pay so much for your services. But when a client knows your standard rate, still wants to work with you and get your full value, but only wants to pay a fraction of your rate, it's a red flag. If you do still want to work with this client, you could consider offering them a trial rate, say 1 to 3 months at the lower rate that they're comfortable with so that they can see your value and see your experience in action. Then by the end of that trial, if they're not willing to go up to your standard rate, then you can kick them to the curb. When I work for clients where my rate is less than stellar, in the back of my mind is the thought that I'm not getting paid my full value for this work, so I'm not really going to be putting my full value in. And that's not the most healthy way to be working in a long-term relationship. So it's best to just find clients that are paying what you're asking for. Picky. Yes, feedback is helpful and important, but there is such a thing as too many revisions. Even if you're getting paid hourly, having too many revisions or having the client right over your shoulder asking for the most picky requests can severely lower your morale when you're working with them. After a while, you start to feel like your work isn't even yours anymore, and that you're just like some robot making these edits for the client. And you're asking yourself, why don't they just learn to edit themselves if they're so particular? So how do we resolve this? Well, like most of these red flags, communication is key. At the very least, telling your client of your concerns is at least getting the resentment off of your chest, and it can lead to a better working relationship. However, in my experience, some clients are just like this, and it's not just something that goes away. So if it's really bothering you, I would suggest just moving on to a new client. Now, for more tips on working with clients as a video editor, I highly encourage you to check out this video next. Be sure to hit subscribe for more tips on video editing, freelance lifestyle, and creativity. Thank you to my team. Again, I am Colleen, and I will catch you guys in the very next video. Have a good one.